Hey guys, I'm Foxifier, Forward Fox, whatever you want to call me, fire the brakes, and you get the point. Well, I've been working on something. Java Edition Minecraft, of course, because this is way too complicated for Bedrock. It is an addition calculator, no, addition and subtraction calculator. God, I'm not used to being able to say that. It does negatives, it does integer overflow, it does just about everything you would expect an addition and subtraction calculator to do. Now, it is also 16-bit, which means that it can go up to 65,535 before flipping into the negatives. It does also use ripple addition, which I know a lot of people would like, you're weird or like stupid or something. You could just use a CCA, and I'm like, well, hear me out. I like ripple addition. So, back to what I was doing. So it also uses a double dabble design made by someone else. I keep saying it's Matt Batwings. I don't know that he designed it. I haven't got any confirmation, and it's been a while since I watched the video. But yeah, it's the design. It's him that I got it from. That's the only thing in this entire build right here that wasn't designed by me. And even then, I heavily modified it to fit my 16-bit requirements. Which means that for the most part, this is entirely mine. I put most of the effort in designing this. Now, if you can't tell, it's doing -2 right now because I was doing 65,535 plus 3, which it goes over the limit, and it flips into negatives. Now, you might think, well, why doesn't it just go -3? Well, that's the thing with integer overflow. It always goes back to 0 first and then plus. And, you know, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't really mind, because what's the purpose of even flipping into the negatives when doing calculations anyways? What does that serve you? The answer is nothing, so obviously I don't give a crap. But I did make it so that it works better than, like, just glitching the hell out, because I really would like it to stay true to real-life calculator designs. So anyways, I guess we'll demonstrate some of the calculations and make sure that it works. We'll start by turning all of these off because, well, these don't need to be on for what I'm doing. We'll do some basic numbers. I've already tested it with much larger numbers. It can handle those too, just about the same as any other number. But, I just want to show it off. So we'll do, okay, so let's do 14. No, that's 13, right? Yeah, that's 13. Right there. Plus, we'll do 4, and that should get us 17. Now, we'll go over here, we'll clear the cache, and so we do this to clear it, and we do this to pulse it, and get a result. So go over here, and we wait a moment. Yes, that's correct. 13 plus 4 is 17. Alright, so that works. Now we'll do 13 minus 4, and we can do that by flipping this, which switches it into subtraction. We'll go over here, we'll clear the cache. I got someone to join earlier, and they checked it out, and they're like, have you ever seen a design like this? And I'm like, yeah, because it was designed by me, and I'm relatively new to most computational redstone. But, you know, so far it's working, so I'm getting somewhere with it. Oh yeah, I gotta pulse it. And, oh, I did just pulse it, didn't I? Yes, I did. So this should get 9. Yep, it got 9. Okay, and negative sign is off, obviously, because it's not doing negatives yet. So then we'll try 4 minus 13, which would get us -9 with regular numbers. So we'll do that. Unless I'm doing the calculations wrong. I don't know that I am. I'm really dumb. In the sense that I don't give a crap about doing math in my head. I mean, we've got calculators nowadays, and sure, even while the electrical grid is required for most of those calculators, think about it, a lot of calculators don't even use batteries or, like, outlets. It's fine. Math is something we've already solved as a human species. So this is gonna give us -9. That's correct. Now, there is one problem with this. It's not really a problem. It works fine like it is. But it is one thing I don't like about it, and that's that the negative sign is not tied to the cache at all, or the BCD, or whatever you want to call it. And that basically means that before you even activate the binary to BCD converter, the negative sign will always be active, or already be active, which means that you don't get like a dynamic output. I mean, it works. It's the same as as if it was dynamic enough, but it's a slight minor annoyance, and it bothers me. It's not OCD, because OCD is a much more big thing, and I am diagnosed with it, but that's not what OCD is. Alright, so we'll try... That's most of the calculation types that we need to do. So I guess I'll go over a bit more of it in depth. So a lot of this is makeshift for the most part, because I'm really good at makeshift. All I did was I built in addition ALU and put a couple of XORs on the front and back. And I put in the necessary inputs and logic, Boolean logic, for it to detect what it's doing. Like if it's doing subtraction, if it's doing negatives, and if it's integer overflow and addition and whatnot, and it outputs accordingly. Again, it's makeshift. I know a lot of like ALUs are much simpler when they do that kind of thing, but this is what I have, and this is what I'm gonna have, and this is what I'm gonna keep. I don't want to do it as CCA. I really don't. I get it. A lot of you like CCAs, but I'm not one of those people. I prefer Ripple Edition, and honestly, I'm glad I do, because it looks beautiful. I love it. It just looks amazing. Anyways, so, naturally, after doing all that, I'm gonna take a break, because it took me all morning to get the fucking ALU working. And I know, I could just, like, spend the whole day doing it, and I'd probably have the entire calculator done within, like, the next 5 hours. But I don't wanna, personally. It just seems like too much of a hassle, and I wanna relax today, because my arms have been killing me, thanks to weight training class. So yeah, this is what I've got, and, I hope you guys like, because I'm going to be updating the channel more with the results of this calculator's building. I'm very proud of it, honestly. I've never done something like this, and it feels good to do. So, you know, I'm excited. Sorry, I just got a text from my school. That was weird. It is something about, like a drill, probably? I don't know. But, yeah, this is what I've got. And, yeah, I hope you guys like. And I'm so fucking happy to have this. Because this is gonna be my crown jewel for a while, up until I start building CPUs. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. I love you all. So take care. Goodbye.